tempted to send a message.
We gotcha. Don't worry.
Well, on Sundays, yeah, you were here Sunday, where they started getting flooded out.
Yeah, that was a fun class.
There's a new gal named Celeste. I've never met her before. It's the two of us. But it started leaking from there. I told him, I said, that thing's not draining. And so what happened? Yeah. One of the classes, this whole gutter filled up with water and eventually dumped. And just missed Barney.
Okay. We'll start in just a minute or two here. I have blocks if you want them, but not required today.
You know, it's on my to-do list, not my to-do list, my list to
buy some.
To buy, yeah. And,
yeah.
So those other two ladies that were here a couple weeks ago for this beginning yoga, they didn't come back.
No, there's three of them.
Maybe they're online with us.
Yeah, they, it's cold, but. I know, because they had seen a post that I made in Nextdoor or Trilogy Ladies or somewhere that made them come to this, and then I guess they probably decided it was too cold.
Or they just.
Hopefully they'll come back when it warms up.
Yeah.
I know. Well, kudos to us, huh?
Yes, kudos to you guys. Okay. We're just going to get started seated. I don't think my music's connecting today.
Where do you live, Bethany?
Right now I'm Bonnie Lake, but I'm getting ready to move to South Hill.
So when are you moving?
On Friday.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So February 1st.
Kind of.
Yeah.
What's South Pole? South
Hill, sorry.
Oh, South Hill.
Well,
Oh.
yeah. I'm very excited. But really busy with trying to get it all together, as you can imagine. Okay. I'm trying to find this one thing, and I can't find it, guys. If you're at home, we'll start in just a second. Just go ahead and find a comfortable seat somewhere. This is beginner's yoga, so we'll take it kind of slow throughout our practice. No expectations for class, just do what you can. This is definitely the place to learn about yoga, and I was going to say ask questions, but if you see me around the lodge or come to class, I'm happy to help you guys with anything you want to work on. So I put my extra socks on here. So if you're at home, we normally don't do yoga with socks or shoes. So it's kind of chilly. Today, let's see. So far this month we kind of started really basic. We did sun salutations. We did the Warrior series. And I know you popped on, but then it kind of dropped off. So we might go back over that a little bit today with Warrior 3. I know you did that with Christy the other day too. And then we're going to do a pose today called side ankle. And we're just going to really break it down. So comfortable seat. I'm going to start with our breath. I'll turn them on for you. Stay seated. Okay. We're going to turn the lights on to give ourselves a little ambiance. There we go. Shut your eyes down. Just let the breath start natural. No need drawing awareness to the body. Becoming present in this space, this moment in time. Maybe a little reset. It's still early in the week. Deciding how you want to move forward. Not only in this practice, but how you're going to approach the rest of your week. We've been talking through the Yoga Sutras, or kind of the Yoga Bible, so to speak. Not find the exact passage, but essentially part of the sutras say that every pose has a point of ease and also has a point of tension. So as you move through your practice, you're kind of working against these two opposites, right? So there's strength and balance, maybe even pushing yourself a little bit. Then when we breathe, we take these inhales and exhales, and that exhale lets us ease into each pose, soften a little deeper. We get to choose if we want to focus our mindset on that tension, or if we want to focus our mindset on that ease. So you can think about this in life too. Everything usually has a little bit of struggle to it, but also a little bit of peace. Or maybe you come out of the other side of that struggle and there's refinement. So choose where you want to go, where you want to focus, and see how that just kind of changes your outlook, your mindset. And using this to set an intention for your practice today. And then we will add on with the breath to our Ujjayi breath. So we've been practicing this the past few weeks. I'm going to do a round for you, and then you can follow. So we start inhaling through the nose. And then we'll take an open mouth, H-A, ha. So that ha sound. Kind of like you're fogging up a mirror, a window. Again, inhale through the nose. Open mouth. One more inhale through the nose. Big exhale. At this time, we'll inhale through the nose, and then on your ha sound, shut the lips halfway, still continuing to make that noise. So inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. And one more inhale. Exhale. So slightly constricting the back of the throat. You should be able to hear this breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lips can stay sealed. 3 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Last one together. Inhale. Exhale. So you can stay with this breath throughout our practice. Come back to it when your mind starts to get distracted. From here, we'll sweep the arms up all the way overhead. Big stretch. Palms connect. Exhale, hands come to the heart. One more breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Okay, you can flutter the eyelids open if you haven't already. You can square rest the hands on the back. Good. Okay. So we'll start to move. So we're going to warm up the sides of our body today. It'll have a lot to do with opening up for our side angle pose. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up, connect the palms, and then grab onto the left wrist with the right hand. Gently pull upward on that left hand, and then lean over to the right. Really thinking about everything lengthening on that left side. The hips stay grounded down. Take one more breath in. Breath out. Inhale, come back through center. Let's switch sides. Left hand wraps around the right wrist. Inhale to lengthen that right side straight up. And then exhale over to the left. Notice if you're slouching the shoulders up, just try to let them relax. One more breath in. Breath out. Great, inhale, come through center, reach all the way up. This time, bring the right hand down by your side. Inhale, reach up and over towards the right side. So taking this a little deeper. Lengthen on your inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, come back through center, reach up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach up and over towards the left side. Breath in. Exhale. Inhale, come through center, reach up. Exhale, draw the hands back down to your feet. Great. From here, we're going to walk forward onto our hands and knees. Find that tabletop. So we've been here each week. You guys should know this now. Shoulders right over the wrists, and then your knees right under the hips. So long line through the back, crown of the head reaches forward. You should be able to balance. Think about balancing a book on the spine, or a pencil, long, straight back. Great. Cat cows. Inhale, we let the belly fall, look up. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine. Inhale, belly falls, look up. Exhale, round the spine, press away from the earth as you do that. Good. Inhale, belly falls. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Elbow. Exhale. Inhale, come back to that flat back here. I'm going to do something a little different today. So we've done where we've sent our right leg straight out behind us. So go ahead and start there. Send the right leg behind you, tuck the toes under to connect with the mat. This time we're going to add on a little balance. So left arm shoots straight forward. Find your balance here first. So rooting down to the left knee and this right palm. And then you inhale, maybe float the back leg up. Still keeping that long line through the body. So this will help in your warrior 3. This is exactly how your warrior 3 should feel. Except you add a balance. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, plant the left hand, draw that right knee back to meet the left. Let's find the other side. Extend that left leg long, tuck the left toes under. And then send the right arm straight out in front of you. So the fingertips, the pinky points down, thumb up. Yeah, palm facing inwards, kind of like the shape of someone's hand. And then maybe flip that left leg up. Strong core here. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down, left knee comes to meet it. From here, we're going to bend or tuck the toes under. Lift the knees up, lift the hips high, and find our downward facing dog. And so let's talk through down dog just a minute. Feet are still hips width distance apart. So nothing really moves from your tabletop. You're just lifting the hips to the side. And then maybe you keep a bend in the knees. I'd rather see the hips high than the legs straight here. And gaze between the feet. Spread the fingertips wide so that you're pressing down through the top of your palm rather than your wrist. More breath in. Add movement to this. So inhale, come forward to a high plank. Only thing moving, you're just shifting the body forward. Exhale, downward dog. Alright, 2 more times. Inhale, plank pose. Long line through the body. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here, take one more breath in. Breath out. Okay, from here, bend the knees. You can sink the hips down if this helps you. We're going to walk to the top of our mat to meet the hands. Inhale, lift up, halfway. So remember in this pose, palms come to shins. Your spine is still long here. Notice the theme. Long straight back. On your exhale, bend the knees forward, fold. You can round the spine if you like. And then on your next inhale, rise all the way up. Either slowly or you can circle, sweep the arms to the side. Palms connect. Hands come to hearts. From here, let the palms come down by your sides. So let's focus on our mountain pose. Really a core pose in yoga just to find our balance, our center of gravity. And finding that weight somewhere in the middle of the feet. Maybe you shift forward and back. Just to notice what happens when the weight comes forward. Noticing what happens when the weight comes backwards. For me, that makes me feel like I'm going to fall over. So just noticing is a huge aspect of yoga. We learn so much about what our body can do, what our body needs, how we should be standing in everyday life. So tall spine again. One thing I see is, I think I've said this before, people stick their butts out. Just draw everything in through center. And think about this in every pose. It should be flat down the front, flat down the back. If you have a touch yourself up against the wall here. Alright. Let's move through our sun salutations. So we'll do it once slow, and I'll break it down. And then we'll repeat it 2 times. So inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms back up to the sky. On your exhale, fold forward. As you fold, bend the knees and try to keep that long spine again. Hands can come down to the earth. On your inhale, find that halfway lift, flat back again. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Replant the hands here. And step back to plank pose, either knees up or knees down. If you're doing knees down, you're still keeping that long spine. So we inhale here, and then lower all the way to the belly. For our exhale. Keep the elbows in as tightly to the body as you can for this. And then inhale, lift the chest just halfway. So this is baby cobra. If you want to come all the way up, if that's in your practice, you can straighten the arms and press all the way up. So this is just your regular cobra. And then exhale, lower yourself all the way back down. From here, press it back to child's pose just to transition. So the hips come back, the arms reach forward, knees can be wide, or you keep the knees together if this feels better for your lower back. But inhale, come forward through our tabletop, and then tuck the toes under. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. So we broke down all of those in our warm-up, and we just add them all together to make up our sun salutation. From here, bend the knees, look forward, sink the hips down, and make your way back to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way. Bring your arms up with you, your palms connect overhead. Hands to heart center, exhale. And inhale, sweep the arms to the side. Now let's move through it together. Exhale, fold all the way forward, flat spine. Inhale, lift up half. Exhale, plant the hands, plank pose. Legs up or down. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Keep those elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Child's pose, inhale. Exhale as you sink it back. Inhale, come through your tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep moving, bend the knees, look forward. Walk back to meet the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach out. Hands to heart center, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, plank pose, step it back. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Child's pose, just a transition. Exhale as you sink it back. Inhale through tabletop. Downward dog, exhale. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Breath out. Right, from here, inhale, roll back to your plank pose. And then drop the knees. We're going to sit back on our heels for a moment. Just give the wrists a little break. So next week, you guys are up for it. I know you guys are. But everyone I can't see. We'll kind of like mesh that together and I'll transition into your chaturanga. So lowering yourself down halfway, and we'll skip some of the extra transitions to start progressing, you guys.
Oh, actually, that was really helpful going through that slowly.
Yeah.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
I haven't ever had anybody explain steps in self-application. I just do it.
There is something I would like to do for Chaturanga too. It would only work for everyone in person here though, where you wrap the strap around your triceps. Have you done that before? It keeps your elbows locked into your body, so when you lower down, you don't go out. Like, you have to use this motion. So that might be fun to do as well.
It's helpful.
Yeah, because you don't really, sometimes you don't even notice your elbows are coming out, you know, but it's like having a straight jacket on. Like, you can't. Yeah. So tricep push-ups, if you guys want to warm up for next month. Tricep push-ups. That's basically what we're talking about here is Chaturanga. Okay, so side angle is what we're going to work on today. Great. Okay, so we're going to come back into our tabletop. So just kind of like we did the balancing in Warrior to practice for Warrior 3, you can basically practice every pose pretty much on your hands and knees before you move to standing, which is really nice. Just to feel how it's supposed to feel later when you're on your feet. So from here, we're going to send the right leg long again and connect the toes to the back of the mat. And then you're going to spin the left foot out to the left side of your mat so that the shin comes parallel to the top of your mat. And then you're going to open up, bringing the right arm to the sky. So the right heel comes down parallel to the back of your mat. Beautiful. Okay. So as always, if you need a block for this bottom hand, you can make a fist if your wrist starts bothering you. Good. So this is kind of the core of our side angle pose, in a way. Also supports you in our triangle, which we'll get into next week. But what I want you to notice here is a line from the left hand that's on the ground straight up through that right hand. So everything creates lines, every pose creates lines. And then the chest is open. So when we come to standing, a lot of times we have this tendency to point the chest towards the earth, just because it doesn't take any effort, right? So, but you want the body to be working. So you're going to lean back into that right shoulder and find a long line from the crown of the head all the way to that back foot that's kind of grounding down into the mat here. Maybe look up towards that right hand. And then a couple things we can do here. So there's side angle and then there's an extended side angle, which is just a version where you reach your top arm over the head. So you can work on that here as well. Again, you create a straight line. And I try in this pose to turn my pinky finger down a little bit and point the palm out. What this does is it helps you activate the top arm rather than having it, a little bit soft. So we want everything working, even if you're just suspending it in the air. Good. All right, from here, we're going to slowly lift ourselves up. So if you need to, if this does not have to be pretty, you need to, put a hand down and come up, you can. But we're going to lift up. And we're going to make straight arms. So these are Warrior 2 arms. We did these last week as well. Same thing. Shoot energy out through the tips of your fingers here and keep the triceps, biceps squeezing tight. Again, this helps you keep the arms up by the shoulders. And then from here, let's slide the right hand down the right leg and reach the left arm up and over. So adding on to those side bends we did at the beginning of class here. Stay for an inhale, lengthen out through that top hand. Good. And then on your exhale, come back to our warrior two arms. And we're just going to kind of tick-tock down. Bring that left hand down. Right arm back up. Good. So let's add some movement to that. If you are not rising straight up, what you can do is you can circle this arm around and kind of crawl your way up. Like that. That helps. Good. So we inhale, exhale. Inhale, lean over to the left, big stretch left side. Exhale, come back through warrior two. Inhale, drop the left hand down, right arm up. And then maybe reach that right arm up overhead towards the left. Good. Inhale, rise or circle, sweep yourself up. Good. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, rise back up, warrior two. Exhale, left palm down. Okay, we're going to come back to tabletop. That left knee is probably, okay, good. All right, if you want to sit back on your heels a little bit, you can. It might feel nice to sit back on the right leg bit and lengthen out this left leg. That's your choice. A good stretch for the quads too. Yeah, like the half splits. Okay. When you feel like you're not going to be on the same knee. Okay. I'm going to turn your face this way for the camera. We're going to come back to our tabletop. And then we're going to send the left leg long. Connect that left toe to the back of the mat. Spin the right toes out to the right. Shin comes your shin comes parallel to the top of the mat. What is that body part? Left arm comes to the sky. So opening up towards the left side of your mat this time. Right. So find this balance first. Find that long line from the bottom of the right hand all the way up through that left hand. So we can move a little quicker on this side since we know what we're doing now, but think about the same things. Think about keeping the chest up. Think about long line from fingertip to fingertip and then crown of head to the back foot. So inhale. Lift yourself up or circle sweep. Move your way up. Warrior two arms. And then exhale. Reach that right arm over to the left side. And this side can feel totally different. Come back through warrior two. Good. Exhale, right hand comes down. Left arm comes up. Let's reach the left arm overhead towards the top of our mat. Good. Inhale, rise, lift yourself back up. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, come back to warrior two arms. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm reaches up overhead. Exhale. Yes, exhale. Inhale, rise. Last one. Exhale, lean over to the left. Push. Inhale, come back to warrior two arms. Exhale, right hand comes down. Last stretch towards the top of your mat. Big inhale. And then let's drop the left hand back to our tabletop. Sit back on the heels. And then if you would like, you can straighten out the right leg. You can either be sitting on this heel, or you can come all the way down to your seat. That'll give you a deeper stretch in the quad. This left quad here. Alright, take as long as you need there. And then we're going to come onto our knees. Last little bit on our knees here. Let's do the other side. So we'll be on our left knee this time. So from here, you're going to stay on the left knee, and you're going to step the right foot forward. Actually, I need to be facing this way. Okay. So, same kind of thing, we're just changing up the legs a little bit, but we're going to do a similar action with the arms. If you know side angle, you'll kind of understand where we're going here. So, you might need to put your hands down to do this, but point that right or left toe out towards the right side of your mat again, so that your top of your thigh, your quad, is facing the left side of your mat. And it'll feel a little funky to start. If you have a block or want it, you can put it right here in front of your right foot. This is for your hand to land on. So I'm going to show you a couple different variations, and then when we stand, you can choose which one you want to be at. So our first variation, we're going to take the right arm with a bent elbow. We're just going to gently rest the right elbow on the top of the right thigh. So what I want you to notice here, though, is that since we have a little more support in the lower body, you don't have to sink down into this. You can kind of float. One thing I like to kind of say is that someone should almost be able to slide a piece of paper like under your forearm there. Like you should not feel any weight sinking down. And you'll start to see how the sides, your obliques here, are starting to work and activate to keep the body lifted. So when we stand up, there's more tendency to sink the weight down because you have less support on the lower body. But this is how it should feel. And then you reach that left arm back to the sky here. Good. So you can do the same thing. You can reach the arm up overhead towards the top of your mat, but only if you cannot sacrifice dropping the weight down into the forearm. So if bringing the arm up overhead is going to cause you to sink the weight down and use the right leg as a support system, then I want you to keep the arm lifted straight up. Good. All right. Now we're going to do the reverse of this. So you bring the left hand down by your left thigh and reach that right arm up overhead. Little back bend, doesn't have to be very deep. Right, exhale, come back, right forearm towards the top of that right thigh. Left arm reaches up overhead. Okay, so you can stay here, or you can bring the left hand down towards the block or even the ground. But same thing here. So if you're coming down and you need to use that block to sink the weight into, then I want you to come back up onto the knee. So anywhere you want this right arm to be, essentially, it needs to almost be floating in the air. That's what that should feel like. and then not compromising the opening of the chest. So just like when we were practicing before, notice if that chest is coming down towards the mat. I'm going to lean back through that left arm. Okay, let's switch sides. So to come out of this, just step back onto your knees. Whew. This is like the one time you're going to ask me, please stand up. Usually it's like, come back down to the mat.
It's interesting to use them all, on the mat.
Okay, so same thing here, except you're going to step your left foot forward, you're going to be on your right knee. Left knee is bent. And the top of the right thigh, your right quad, should be facing the right side of your mat. So left forearm, elbow comes to the top of the left thigh. And set this up again. Oh my gosh. I keep, anyway. Left. Just ignore me. I'm just human, guys. So you're not sending the weight down. Lift up. Again, it should feel super light, almost like you're floating here. And then you can lift this right arm to the sky. It's actually going to be easier when we stand up, but the focus is just so you can feel how light you need to be in your upper body here. All right, so we'll move through this side a little quicker. Right arm comes down by the side. Reach that left arm up, overhead stretch towards the right. And then exhale, bring that left elbow back down. Right arm up, if you want. Extend the right arm up overhead, top of your mat. And then same option here. You can play with bringing the left hand down to a block. Or even the ground. Most people don't really come all the way to the ground. It's more like you're totally floating your upper body here. Okay, one more breath.
That's more triangle.
You can do this in triangle too, yeah. Except for like, yeah. Alright, lift back up. Okay, let's come out of this. Let's sit down maybe just for a second and extend the legs out long. Or if that doesn't feel good, you can butterfly. Actually, the butterfly feels really good on your hips. And then maybe lean slightly forward. Just kind of stretch out the spine in a different direction. Okay. Whew. Yeah. You ready? We're going to add it all together. Come up to stand. Alright. So from here, let's come back to a downward dog. So from downward dog, inhale, float the right leg up to the sky, and then step the right foot between your hands.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, totally.
Easier said than done.
Someday.
But yes. And then inhale, we're going to rise up to our warrior two. We did this last week. Your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat, bend in the right knee. So this is our starting point. This will get us to our side angle pose. One breath here, inhale, exhale. So you're going to flip the top palm over and then take that side bend. So left hand down the left thigh, reach the right arm up overhead towards the left. And then exhale, right elbow comes to that right thigh. And then eventually the left arm comes to the sky. So it's the same thing we just did, we're just adding our balance here. Can you still use the obliques to keep that lift in the upper body? Really ground down through the left and the right foot. When your feet are stable, it'll help you control the upper body a little bit more. Good. All right, inhale, we're gonna rise. Reach that left arm down the left thigh again. Reach the right arm up and back. And then let's do that one more time. So side angle. You can stay here. You can practice reaching the left arm up overhead if you would like. Or maybe play around with bringing the hand down a little further. All right, inhale, rise all the way back up. Let's reverse this again. Right arm reaches up and back. And then from here, we're going to cartwheel the hands down and frame the right foot. Left heel spins up. And then step back to your plank pose. However you want to get there. Lower down all the way to the belly on your exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra or cobra. Exhale, lower down. Child's pose, inhale. Press it back. Exhale. Inhale, tabletop, come forward. Tuck the toes under, downward dog. Take a breath in. Breath out. We have one more side. Inhale that left leg to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Rise up, warrior one, warrior two. Sorry, on your inhale. So right foot is parallel to the back of the mat now. Bend that left knee. Flip the front palm over till it's facing the side. Reach the left arm up and back. Right hand down the right thigh. And then our side angle pose on this side. So left elbow to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up. Stacking the shoulders. So the knees above the ankle, in line with the shoulders. This is a long line from the top of your hand all the way down to your ankle. Inhale, let's rise. Send the left arm up overhead. Reverse. Last one. Exhale, side angle. Stay here. Extend the side angle if you would like. Right arm can come up overhead. That's some leg work today. All right, inhale, rise. Reach up and back last time. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down. Frame the foot. Right heel spins back to your inhale. Lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale, lower down. Child's pose, inhale, rise. Exhale, sink the hips back. Inhale, the tabletop. Transition. Downward dog, exhale. Alright, bend the knees, look forward. Walk the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, lift up half. Exhale. Inhale, kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Shake it out if you need to. Awesome job today. Let's just end standing today. So if you want, you can just come back to your mountain pose. You can bring the hands to heart center. I'll actually close us out with a half sun salutation breath. We're actually getting done a little bit early. So
We're ready.
you're ready. All right. From here, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Maybe open mouth, cleansing breath. So find gratitude for this practice today. Thank yourself for showing up this morning. And we'll bow forward. Namaste. Hey, thank you guys.
And thank you for showing up this morning too.
All right. My mic went out. But that's okay. All right. Thank you guys at home.
Lots of
See you
good,
next time.